You have to lead hard your team that you are a great leader. And if you don't push them every day, they don't become good. I don't think so. What I have to do as a chef, what impact have a focus on quality to our environment? What should be my goal? It took a long time. We struggled when we started. Nobody likes us, nobody wants us. Some people, why we should go for a vegetarian food and try it. We don't say you never have to eat any schnitzel anymore. We give you other opportunity, that's all. No one wanted a place like us in Vienna. It's the main city of meat. I never want to cook just for vegan people or vegetarian people. I want to invite every people. My desire was to connect the people with the nature. If you want to achieve something, you have to do more than other people. Your people are crazy. No, my people are in love with that what we are doing. A restaurant will never be a one-man show. I don't think we should talk about work-life balance. You are the work and the work is also life. I am my work. I love what I'm doing. If I work 1 hour with convenience food, I will die. I have to become 32 years to know why I be a chef. I have to become sick to understand why I became a chef. Was it easy? No. What is worth? Yes. It was a time where I was both mentally and physically sick because I worked against my ethics. I didn't care about my products, I didn't care about my producers, I didn't care about my customers, and I didn't care about myself. I just was focused on maximizing the profit. I poisoned my guests, I poisoned myself. When the doctor told me, Paul, you will, in the best case, landing on my surgery table, I decided, okay, what I have to do, and I changed completely my life. I'm convinced if we see food holistically, we can change a lot, and our eating habits have an effect to our environment, to our social behavior, to our health, and also to our economic. We have to change this system because the system is totally wrong. It started with a healthy soil. As a soil, I do not just think about the soil we plant our plants. As a chef, I have to be a soil for my team. So it's with education. And as chefs, we have to take more care about the focus on quality. It's a mind-blowing change because it's flavorful, it makes you happy, the guests are wow. I figured out that I was really very lucky because we had a great place in Croatia, in the middle of nowhere, and a great place in Tyrol, also in the middle of nowhere. My parents and also my grandparents had always the focus on the quality of the food, and they didn't have the money. And so now we talk about no waste. It was normal to make no waste. This is how I grew up. one of the reasons why we create the dish, it's called Back to the Roots. When I was a kid, the cow from my grandfather, the milk was very thick. It was very creamy. So if you drank one glass, you were full. After 4 or 5 days, you let it outside. It wasn't bad. It started to become sour. The soup, the Stow soup, is a soup from poor people, just with potatoes, this kind of milk, and seeds of cumin. That's all. And this is rich of flavor. But you have to make research for a really good milk. So the idea of the food lab is to reduce the waste. So we want to figure out what can we do with all the waste. Also we try to create a bread who is really good without gluten, gluten-free bread. It's amazing. Also we try the non-alcoholic juice pairing. So make the next step. We have to figure out what we can do. Matze, who runs the lab, he works very close with some of our farmers. He makes research for new seeds. It's very important that we have an open-minded. It should remind me that we are not finished with our work, that we have to do each day the next step. I don't think we should talk about work-life balance. You are the work and the work is also life. I work with people I love. I work with suppliers I like very much, and I have a huge amount of quality of ingredients, so I like it, I love it. I love to talk about food, I love to talk about fruits, I love to talk about soil. It's never boring. I am my work, and so I love what I'm doing. Sometimes, yeah, it's a lot of, I spend a lot of time, but it's worth. As a chef, we have to create a space where the people like to go there. If you scream the whole day or treat your people as shitty people, nobody wants to go there. When we started here, I told my people, if you make a fault, come to me, I want to fix it. But if you insult one of your co-workers in front of the team, he don't come 3 times to tell you, hey, chef, I made a fault. And leading your team is when you have stress, be calm. If it's too calm, push them, I think. I was once also proud that we are like soldiers, but we are not Navy SEALs. So we don't fight for life or death. I'm not in the surgery to make one wrong cut and he is deaf. If I do something wrong, maybe the guests have to wait 5 minutes. What's 5 minutes? If you have a good conversation, so you enjoy this 5 minutes, you stay longer. 90% of our guests are flexitarian people, so 4% are vegan people and the rest are vegetarian people. It was always one of my goals to have guests who enjoy good food and a good place. I never want to cook just for vegan people or vegetarian people. I want to invite every people. My desire was to connect the people with the nature, and I could make it happen with the food what we serve. And food is connecting people. And if you have anywhere a great meal, it don't have to be in a Michelin star restaurant, you are happy. This is a good emotion. Yes, I know some people say it's a hard work, but if you want to achieve something, you have to do more than other people's. This would be the right place where I have to go, because I need to do different things.